They call him loud, immature, a walking controversy. But here's what they don't get. While critics mock him for barking on stream, Speed is quietly dominating platforms they can't even grow on. He's built an empire from pure chaos. And every time you think he's gone too far, his audience grows stronger. This isn't about clout. It's about a kid who cracked the code of attention and turned it into legacy. So if you still think IShowSpeed is just some loud kid yelling into a mic, this one's for you. Let's count it down. 5 to 1. Number 5. The Mask of Chaos. What most people see is the surface. Screaming, barking, explosions, and wild antics that feel like pure nonsense. But that chaos? It's intentional. It's a character. Speed is a master of what the internet rewards. Unpredictability. In a world where algorithms crave attention, he's become the perfect storm. Engineered for virality. Every clip, every scream, every outburst becomes content. Shareable, rewatchable, memeable. But here's the kicker. The very things that make him annoying to critics are the same tools he used to build an empire. He didn't stumble into fame. He reverse engineered it. So before you judge the chaos, ask yourself, is it really madness or is it marketing? Because if that surprised you, wait until you see what he's done behind the scenes. Number 4, he's given back more than most quiet creators ever will. You won't see this in reaction videos. You won't hear it from the drama channels. But behind the bark and bravado, Speed has quietly stepped up when the world needed it. In 2023, he donated over $50,000 to support victims of the Turkey-Syria earthquakes. No promo, no big campaign, just action. And when other influencers chase clout with charity boxing events, Speed actually raised money for real causes, like the Anthony Walker Foundation. He doesn't preach. He doesn't post long threads about being a good person. He just does the work, quietly. And the people who call him immature, most of them have never even tried to give back like that. But here's the part that really hits. He wasn't always in a position to give. So, how did a kid from Cincinnati go from barely getting views to funding global relief efforts? That brings us to the next point haters completely miss. Number 3. This wasn't luck. It was survival. Darren Watkins Jr. didn't get handed a platform. He earned every subscriber. He started posting when he was just 11. No shoutouts, no big collabs, just a phone, a dream, and a lot of people telling him he'd never make it. He used to stream to 0 viewers and kept going anyway. He's been banned, doxxed, swatted, hospitalized, and humiliated on live streams, and still comes back the next day with more fire than before. You think that's by accident? Speed is relentless because he had to be. This wasn't just fun. This was his shot at survival, to take care of his mom, to escape a life that had no backup plan. You don't get to 35 million subscribers by barking. You get there by refusing to quit when the world's laughing at you. But while we're talking about pain, let's talk about something that makes this even more real. Number 2, the struggles you didn't see on stream. Speed almost died in 2023. He was in Japan, experiencing severe cluster headaches and sinus infections. It got so bad he had to be rushed into emergency surgery. Not long after that, a science experiment gone wrong on stream caused him serious respiratory issues. His lungs were burning, his face was covered in rashes, and yet he came back. That same week, he showed up to entertain his fans, swollen, weak, and visibly in pain. Most influencers would have vanished for months. Speed? He streamed because he didn't want to let his people down. It's easy to mock someone who screams and overreacts. It's a lot harder to admit they've been through more pain than most of us could handle. But if that broke your expectation, then wait for the final truth. Because this last point, it shuts everything down. Number 1, he's smarter than you think. Way smarter. Speed doesn't just react. He knows exactly how you'll react. The so-called immature kid has one of the most strategic minds in the creator space. He built a multi-million-dollar brand out of raw energy and instinct. He's performed at the World Cup, been featured by Cristiano Ronaldo. He commands the attention of global audiences, and he's not even 21. He understands YouTube, TikTok, shorts, trends, thumbnails, retention, and timing better than most agencies. Every dumb moment has a ripple effect on views, clips, memes. He's not trying to be palatable. He's trying to be unforgettable, and it's working. While critics sit back and judge, Speed's building something they'll never touch. A legacy that started in chaos, but will end in domination. So, the next time someone rolls their eyes and says, ugh, Speed is just annoying, ask them this. Then why can't you stop watching? Because love him or hate him, IShowSpeed owns the internet, and while others are busy misunderstanding him, he's already on to the next move, and we'll all be watching, whether we admit it or not.